Hey guys, back with the Geek. We're playing Vampire the Masquerade. Hello. And we're going to try to push through this episode quick.
Pick them up at midnight, then drive back to Midtown. That's the plan. I'll be waiting as long as it takes, within reason. I'm counting on you, Deth. The final puzzle piece is about to find its way to its destination. After that, we will all get our just rewards. You, me, the Camarilla, even the anarchists.
I don't like how final that sounds.
I could kiss you.
Yes, you'd like that. You desire it. She must have caught it in your expression. She smiles.
A figure of speech, darling, or at least it is tonight, but a few nights from now, who knows? I am growing fond of you, and success whets its appetite for these kinds of things.
I don't know how I feel about that either. Sexual tension in the room becomes unbearable until it suddenly disappears. Was this another one of Sophie's tricks, or an actual spark of arousal in both of your undead bodies? You certainly felt the blood flow through you for a moment. The warmth in your groin takes you by surprise. You didn't think you could do that anymore. Or did you just imagine it?
Use the rest of the night well, Deth, and rest. We are but a day's sleep away from shaking this city awake.
Damn, I was really hoping. Damn it. All right.
What were you hoping?
I was hoping we could get straight to it this episode.
Ah.
You know what to expect when you return to the small bookstore serving as Agathon's haven. A catacopy of occult imagery assaults you from book cover displayed on the window, but under a fake facade there's something real. This time the Buddhas and the satanic Bibles of the storefront seem almost funny, or perhaps you've just started to tune into the dry humor of the Temeraire. I can't read words.
Yeah.
Just as you're about to ring the doorbell, the door opens and Agathon storms out. You step aside just in time to avoid having him stumble into you. Deth, what are you doing here? Look, I came to help you, like last time. Okay, fine. You're right. Follow me. As he turns to go, Agathon almost looks pleased that you're here. Agathon walks to his car with you in tow. It didn't occur to you last time, but it's a surprisingly pedestrian vehicle. An aging, middle-sized family sedan. You imagine what it would look like with a baby seat in the back. Opening the door to the driver's side, Agathon notices your look. Laugh all you want, but it's inconspicuous and practical. You sit in the car, and Agathon starts driving in his usual careful style. At least you'll never be stopped by traffic cops. It seems Agathon is not interested in small talk. And neither are you, clearly, because you're sitting in the back like a passenger princess.
He's a stark contrast to it, because I actually went through hopes. She drives like a crazy person, really fast, will text you on her phone.
That doesn't surprise me at all, actually. I love a good mystery as much as the next vampire, but at some point you gotta tell me what we're doing. Let me ask you a question in return. Have you ever tasted animal blood from sheep, for example? New York is not the best place to hunt for wildlife, you know. You'd be surprised. There's plenty of pigeons, rats, dogs, cats. But your instinct is correct. Animal blood tastes vile. If it didn't, our lives would be pretty different. Anyway, something to think about. You exit Manhattan over the Brooklyn Bridge and soon reach the site of a nightclub that seems to be your destination. It's on the riverfront, a convenient former warehouse. With a start, you recognize the place, the club where fate latched its cold, grubby hands onto your soul. You wanted to party, but instead you became a monster. How's that for a hangover? After Agathon parks the car...
We've been here before.
Yeah, at the former murder scene, it's time for you to enter the nightclub. You glance at the Tremere evaluating him. It's obvious this is not his kind of place. There's a good chance the research notes are here. So we're looking for research notes? Yes, and that's all you need to know. There's a line into the club. It looks like a popular spot. even if, based on the crowd, this is not exactly a place for supermodels and celebrities. You walk up to the man at the door and smile. Hey, you remember me, right? Mind if we go in? Bouncer looks at you, taken in by your supernatural charisma. Doesn't matter whether he really remembers you or not.
Sure, go right in. Have a great night. I like his visual. I can see his details.
I'm not a character that matters, so I will be shadowed.
Yes.
You walk into the club, ignoring all the people standing in line. I would love for that to be the big bad of the story. Like you've ran into him multiple times but never realized it was the same character.
It would be interesting.
The music beats down on you, bringing with it memories of a human existence. First time you went dancing with friends, when you flirted with someone on the dance floor. This time it's different. You're a predator, and everyone around is your prey. Tightly packed, twitching sacks of blood and tissue. You sense the emotions around you. Blood tinted with happiness, lust, rage, jealousy, love, a buffet of sensations. Focus, keep your eyes out for trouble while I look for what we came to find. You nod and follow Agathon through the throng, trying to ignore all the warm flesh and circulating blood around you. Told me to focus, but I'm hungry. Fuck it. You decide that the opportunity to feed has been handed to you, and it would be churlish to refuse. A young Latino man is dancing close to a beautiful, drugged-out girl. She takes his face in her hands and kisses him on the mouth. You slide close to them and sink your teeth into the man's neck. He moans from the pleasure of the kiss, and the girl assumes it's because of her. You check to see that nobody's watching and lick the wound closed before disengaging and returning to look for Agathon. You find the young, intense woman pointing at a finger at his face.
Her name is Juno. What?
Oh, this is who we were looking for. Agathon. Oh, no. You do it. Sorry.
Agathon, you traitor! Don't you dare stand between me and what's mine.
You look at the woman in surprise. Her appearance stands in contrast with the anger in her words. Juno, you know, Aisling will not let you leave with the notes. Perhaps she won't let you leave at all. Juno pulls close to Agathon's face and stage whispers loudly enough for you to hear her over the music.
You're still so brainwashed that you care about what Aisling fucking Sternbridge wants. I'm done jumping through her hoops. I don't know what I saw in you, Agathon. You're such a lapdog.
Everybody's so opinionated in this game.
Because opinions make for funner stories.
Sorry to interrupt, but is this woman your ex? Yes, we used to date.
Maybe we still would if you weren't such a fucking coward, Agathon.
She looks like somebody and it's driving me nuts. Like an actress, you know?
It's the scarf. No, it's not.
No, it's not the scarf. I think it's the hair.
Probably.
Oh, God, this is going to bother me all day.
Good job.
It's not fair, Juno.
It's fair and you know it. You're too busy licking
Just say her. Just say her.
Aislin's boots to realize what we had.
But they're yummy boots. Aisling doesn't wear boots.
Don't correct me!
Yeah, rookie!
I wanted it. Stop me.
With a start, you realize Juno is genuinely upset. It's hard to say how long ago they broke up, but the wounds are still there.
You're the kind of man who takes the side of his boss over his girlfriend.
Juno's eyes glisten red with blood of her tears. You look at Agnon with uncertainty. It was for your own good. Juno steps back, suddenly cold. Ignoring the distant people dancing all around, she stares hard at Agathon.
The past is the past. The traditions are dead to me. You won't stop me, Agathon. I'll make sure of that here and now. You know I have the power.
No, Juno, please. Agathon sounds panicked. He's not worried about his own survival, but the possibility that Juno is going to unleash a genuine masquerade breach. want to sucker punch her.
Why?
Only because, like, I think that's the fastest and quickest way to resolve it. I don't think reasoning with... She's not going to listen to me, you know?
Use presence. Calm her down.
Calm a vampire down. Well, okay, Sophie's powers work on me.
They do.
So, it's accurate to say vampire powers work on other vampires. I haven't tried it yet.
They are. They're usually a little bit better at resisting than mortals.
Yeah, let's try it. It's better than punching her, I guess. Calling on the power of your blood, you step closer to Juno, between her and Agathon. Agathon was being an asshole. Don't hurt yourself just to get back at him. He's not worth it. Juno looks you in the eye, and you can see that she's tired and scared. Defecting from the Tremere is not easy or safe.
You're right.
She turns to go, then stops and glances back at you.
You should pick better friends.
With that, Juno walks through the oblivious dancers towards the exit. Looking around, you realize that Agathon didn't stay to witness your exchange with Juno. Instead, he worked his way around the dancing crowd looking for the notes using his arcane methods. After Juno is gone, he returns, shaking his head. The notes were here, but not anymore. It's possible someone grabbed them when they hunted here. After making sure Juno was nowhere to be seen, you and Agathon push your way back outside. Outside you... Why is it still red, damn it? Outside you walk to Agathon's car and drive back over Brooklyn Bridge to Manhattan, heading for Agathon's haven. Juno mentioned some very personal things. I trust your discretion in not discussing those things with Essling. Your love life is your business. Thank you. After a while, you reach Agathon's haven, and he parks the car. You walk to the occult bookstore, and Agathon invites you inside. The smell of incense assaults you as before, making you grateful you don't have to breathe. You follow Agathon upstairs to find Essling Sturbridge in an armchair reading an old book. She puts a bookmarker in place as you come in.
You were successful, I hope.
No, I'm sorry. The notes were there at some point, but not anymore.
That's a shame. I hope you don't run out of time. How did Sophie's little protege do?
Agathon turns to look at you. Well, surprisingly well.
That's a surprise. Lots of compliment Sophie on her choice.
You met Juno. Unfortunately, she couldn't find the notes either.
That's interesting.
The High Regent turns to look at you.
What was your impression of Juno, fledgling?
She's so hot for him! No. She was very angry. I don't know what you people did to her, but she's pissed.
What we did? Careful now, fledgling. She made her own choices, bad as they were. Anyway, I have some things to discuss with Agathon. Run along now.
I was about to make a joke, but it would have been in bad taste. You leave the occult bookstore, the cheesy mystical music still in your ears as you walk away. You wonder about what happened with Juno, why she is so anxious to leave her clan. Can she really do that? Could you leave Sophie's service if you wanted to? Oh crap. You wake up. This is not your haven. It's a cramped space. You try to move your arms. Finally are tied to your body. You can barely bend your legs. When you try to stretch your neck, you hit a cold ceiling. You can't quite believe it, but this is a coffin or something close enough to it. It vibrates slightly, but you can't hear any sounds coming from outside. It's entirely dark. I'm afraid I'm wrapped in concrete, but I'll try anyway. You focus and divert your blood to boost your physical prowess. The way you imagine it, you're going to Superman punch the lid off this thing. You kick it with all your strength, but only make a dent in it. Hey, it's a start. You keep kicking. With each hit, you make the dent bigger. You manage to make a small crack in the very bottom of the container. A bit of light and sound comes in. A crackle of a radio, a hum of a car's engine, a nervous male's voice.
Oh.
Yeah, I was afraid of this.
Object is breaking containment. Please advise.
A response you don't quite catch. The brakes of the car
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
You're afraid of this?
I was afraid of, like, Caliban, like, grabbing me.
There's no way that's Callahan. That's a
Well,
second.
I'm not now.
Okay. Anyway.
A response you don't quite catch. The brakes of the car, the impact jostles your container about. Keep kicking, keep wrestling out of your prison. The car door opens violently. You hear a gun being cocked. A panicked scream.
Operation compromised. Engage blank bodies.
Shots, a struggle, silence. The lid comes off. What the? What the? Oh, hi. You're here. That's a relief. Hey, guys! Hey!
Tell me we've hit the jackpot.
Follow us and quick. Seeing their faces is surprising. Even more so in these circumstances. However, you realize the immediate danger and follow your companions out of the car and down the street in North Bronx. The van has crashed into another car. A familiar face, that of Kaiser's ghoul Jackie, stumbles out of the wrecked sedan and slinks away into the darkness before you can call after him. Jackie, I vaguely remember this.
You talked to him a few times. He always just brought you to the Nosferatu and the limo.
That guy. Oh, he's helping too. The three of you jog away towards the line of the trees and take shelter under some branches. Just as you hear a chopper approaching, its searchlights illuminates the wrecked van and move towards you. Get on the ground. Agathon takes something out of his pocket. You hear a soft breaking sound. And then he just disappears from sight. You look at D'Angelo, but he's not there. It must be his disappearing trick again. You're left alone with just seconds to make your move before the spotlight finds you. You take off before the light can reach you. In just a single dash, you find a small, overgrown mound beneath an old tree. You realize you didn't have to run that far. The searchlight passes through where you were standing just seconds ago, but doesn't actually reach much further into the park. The helicopter flies on, its searchlight frantically moving through the vicinity as your companions once again reappear in your proximity. We have an opening. Let's go before the SI decide they want to do another sweep. What are you two doing here? D'Angelo, care to fill him in?
SI did a number on you. Your haven got raided and they took you for a ride upstate. They have a facility somewhere out of town, not a place you'd want to be. The thing that surprised me the most, though, was Kaiser who contacted us and let us know.
If they hit my haven, then what about Sophie? Is she safe?
Kid, she's been in the game for years. I'm sure she's doing just fine. Sipping gourmet blood out of an expensive glass or whatever that fancy broad does.
Sorry to cut in, but we better go. The limo is here. Kaiser's familiar car stops nearby. Try it again. Kaiser's familiar car stops nearby, and the back door opens. Your allies usher you inside and join you. Being inside this mobile fortress never felt like a relief until now.
My fledgling, miss me?
Yeah, I kind of did.
Aw, that's so sweet. I hate to break it to you, but I didn't take a sudden liking to you. I'm here on business. Aw. The two are too close.
I know.
On brand. No, but what?
That's close enough.
You know a thing or two about that, wouldn't you, detective? You are here now only because I told your buddies that you were neck deep in shit. That van you were in, a one-way ticket to Hurtfield, Pennsylvania.
I hate that.
I broke you out as a favor. Now you owe me big.
I'm told I was picked up 2 nights ago. Why didn't I wake up earlier?
The
Inquisition.
Inquisition are dumb. They broke into your place in the middle of the day and staked you as soon as they saw you. Bam! paralyzed. Brought you to the cloisters and examined you a bit. If you're walking funny, that's why. Lucky for you, I had an inside man loosen the stake a bit before they packed you in. I had a good idea of why the SI hit you, Jack Deth. Not that there aren't tons of good reasons for it. It might have been one of these, for instance.
Screens in Kaiser's car flickered, and each of them now shows a short loop clip. It's you getting into a fight, feeding, using one of your powers.
You haven't exactly kept a low profile, Frederick. I get it. You're new to this. You didn't know better. Yada, yada, yada. The fact is, the SI has tons of this stuff.
Love how the game doesn't give you a way out of that.
It's gonna be worse when I get here because I'm just like using my powers every
Yeah.
for fun.
Have you played since we started doing
No.
this?
Security camera footage, YouTube videos posted by onlookers, social media posts from victims, you name it. Like I said though, I don't think any one of these did you in. Slip-ups happen. Not to you though, right? I always wonder how it is that you can drive a pompously luxurious limo around New York City and not get caught. What's your secret? Body doubles? Decoy cars?
Kaiser smiles, going for an anthropomorphic piranha look you saw a few times before.
You do know what killed the cat, don't you, Mr. Finch?
D'Angelo freezes and scratches his face, looking fiercely at another Nosferatu.
The other.
Oh, it
They're
is
both
other.
Nosferatu.
The other. For some reason that looked like another for me. You notice that his hands are shaking.
Well, do you stop shutting on upholstery and answer? Or should I use your given name, too? Yeah, I know why the cat croaked. So close. You would, wouldn't you?
You've never seen D'Angelo serve anyone a death stare quite like the one he's shooting Kaiser now. And hopefully we'll find out more about what Kaiser's doing next time. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.